welcome back to BeardyGolf Home Course Diaries. This is episode 2 and we're going to be talking about winter golf today. You may notice I am wearing the same attire as the last episode of BeardyGolf Home Course Diaries, and that is because the 4th hole I've just played was the last hole on the first episode. So winter golf, are you a fan? Are you not a fan? There are some pros and there are some cons. For me, one of the biggest pros is the holes are so much shorter. For instance, on this hole, this is where the tees would normally be, and this is where it is. It's probably about 20-30 yards forward. For most people, 20-30 yards is 2 to 3 clubs. It is for me. The other thing that you have to consider is if they're on temporary greens, and temporary greens are generally forward as well, so that takes more yards off the length of the hole. So for instance, on this hole, we're just on forward tees. It's on the normal green at the moment, and I've just hit a hybrid where normally I would need to at least hit my 3-wood and possibly even driver to sort of get down there. Obviously you can always hit your hybrid off the tee if you want, but it does leave you a much longer club into the green. So for me, the distance side of things is a big plus. I mean, you look at people like Bryson these days, he's been a massive talking point in the golfing world about how far he's hitting it, leaving himself short clubs into the green, and yet it works. There's no doubt about that. Forward tees sort of do the same thing in leaving you in a shorter club. I tend to hit a shorter club off the tee so that I'm having a roughly the same shot in. That's just my preference. And generally speaking, hitting a shorter club off the tee gives you a little bit more accuracy. For example, this ball has landed in the middle of the fairway. And that shot nicely brings me on to the condition of the course. The course conditions are terrible. I was in the fairway, but because it's a pretty high traffic area, the ground was falling to bits. Got 2 put there, I just missed the hole. Did miss it high side, which is better for me, but just tapped it in. Really the issue on that hole was the second shot. But again, as I said, because of the fairways, the conditions the fairways in, shots like that are very difficult. I have caught up to the group in front, so I'll be back with you in a moment. So they've teed off and they're walking up the fairway now. As I was saying before about the holes being shorter, this is another con to winter golf. Because the holes are shorter, the pace of play is a lot slower. For example, this hole that we've just got to, this is the 6th at Allerton. And most people will know, on a normal day, when the tee box is back here, not here, and the green is all the way back, it's reachable with a driver. So today, it's on a winter tee box, it's on a winter green, you can reach this with an iron. It's playing like a par 3. I can't tee off until this group in front have got off the green, so pace of play is slow. I actually came out yesterday to play, and I only managed to play 6 holes, when really I should have been able to get at least 9 or 10. And don't get me wrong, I did book a late tee time, because that was all that was available, thanks to lockdown. But when you... So I got whistled up then by the group in front, so I missed that tee shot. But I'm just walking up the fairway now. Didn't get the best strike, 4 iron, and it's I've just sliced it a bit really. Not the easiest club to hit, so but I'll see you on the next tee box. Does anyone else feel the pressure when you've been shouted through? I was on the green in 2, and then 3-putted for a 5. Wonderful. Sorry that you didn't see any of those shots, but you know, when someone shouts you through, you've sort of just got to take the shot and just get on with it, you know. Let's get teed off on this, and we'll have a chat walking down the fairway. You know when you're just having one of those days with you filming? I'm not even sure if that video recorded, but the tee box strikes again. Caught a little bit out of the toe. It's in play, so should be able to get to the green from there, but just have to wait and see. So I was talking before about how I only managed to get 6 holes in yesterday. And this really is the biggest con for me about winter golf. The fact that you have to tee off in the morning to get anywhere near 18 holes in. The problem here at Allerton is it's a short course. There's 1,000 members, all of which are wanting to play at the moment because of lockdowns coming up. So it's one of those. I'm going to play this shot. Hopefully I'll get it on the green. I caught that one so clean. I think it had a little bit of a fly lie with the grass between the club face and the ball, so it seems to have gone about 150 yards. Only needed it to go about 120. So getting around him before the light being the issue, compounded by the fact that there's 1,000 members trying to play, winning golf's not the greatest. Had to play out there because there's some gents behind me now, the people who have let me through, they were ready to play up. So yeah, so like I was saying, you know, the light's probably the biggest issue from the whole thing. The course conditions, the tee boxes, the winter greens aren't great. But yesterday I played with a chap, he came out with some golden knowledge. He said a bad game of golf is better than no golf, and I was like, absolutely, a bad game of golf is better than no golf. And I'm grateful to be able to play again. So I'm on the 8th tee box now, waiting for the green to clear. This is what would be classed as Alan's signature hole. It's got a big ravine in front of it. Green's just slightly below our feet. It's quite intimidating. So I'm going to tee off, and on the walk down, we'll sign off for today's video. Just walking down to the green on the 8th now, and this is a little message to all you fair weather golfers, Michael included. A bad game of golf is better than no golf at all. Brilliant. I hope you've enjoyed this episode of Home Course Diaries. There's going to be more coming over the next few months. They'll be slightly infrequent as I post different videos between, and with the Christmas break, I'm not sure how much golf I'll get played in December, so if you have enjoyed the video, please consider subscribing. It really does help the channel, and it means that you won't miss any videos that are coming up. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.